Hello everyone. I would today like to welcome you to our lead management program, and throughout this video we're going to try to illustrate to you why it is so important to focus your efforts on driving traffic to one of your websites. And I'm really of the impression myself that it's probably one of the most important things that you can do is to understand your lead generation capacities and all of the systems that it takes to drive traffic, to manage traffic, ultimately everything should be systemized right down to your presentations. The more systemization that you can do and complete and work on, it's just everything gets easier. You end up getting more leads, you end up simplifying the process, it makes it easier to monitor your results. Everything gets easier. You can do so much more with so much less effort. And the person ultimately with the most systems is going to get the most leads. And the person who can handle the most leads will sell the most property and therefore develop the most job security. So really, and that is a concept in real estate that most of us don't think about. I remember my first few weeks in the business, I'd ended up with 3 listings very quickly, and I thought I arrived. And a week later, they were all sold, and I thought I never felt so unemployed in my life. And I realized that this was the profession that I chose. And so then it became a matter of setting up systems to drive regular traffic. Because if you can do this correctly, the more efficient and effective you can get at developing systems, the more it's going to allow you to be face-to-face with the people that you should be focusing on. Because that really is what it's all about. I mean, as a realtor, our job is to get in front of people. It's to look for a buyer or a seller all day long, everything that we do. And there really are only 3 ways to leverage yourself accordingly. I mean, you have 3 separate entities that you can do. You can hire more people, find people to take care of your systems, manage the systems that you build and develop. And if you can manage the people that are managing the systems, or hire people that you can trust to let go and do what it is that they're doing on their own, you are going to be that much more ahead of the game. And then there's the second area, which is marketing. And really, a lot of realtors make the mistake here of thinking that sales and marketing are the same, and they're not. Marketing is the stick. It's the thing that gets you to the point of being able to be in position to try to acquire a prospect that leads to the sale. And then there's technology. And technology, realistically speaking, is what online lead generation is, what CRM management is, what websites are. And these 3 things, incidentally, are the 3 things that I focus on here in lead management. And I get really quite excited about it because just think about it. If you can hire somebody else to do something for you and pay them X number of dollars, and they can make you far more in excess of what it is that you paid them, you've leveraged yourself. If you can get better at marketing and understanding how to acquire traffic to your websites or your systems or your phone because you learn to be able to communicate with your audience better, that is excelling in marketing. And then there's technology. So technology is going to lead us into what it is that we're going to be talking in here today about. And you ultimately have a chance to pick one when you're going into our lead management program. You can pick one of the either pay-per-click or tag remarketing programs here, and I call it pick one for a reason, because ads in the top of Google, which we set up a campaign and we manage the Google online campaigns, or Bing and Yahoo in some markets, because believe it or not, Bing and Yahoo outperform Google in some markets. So as we can see here on the top and on the right, those are pay-per-click ads. As you can see here, SEO is the piece of the page that is below and beside to the left of your pay-per-click ads, and that gets done through organic marketing and our page work and off-site work, and that's a whole different concept that we're not going to touch on today here in this particular component of pick one. Now, what we do when we write those ads is we lead them to a page like this, and this is one of our Gold Rush Leads pages. And when we drive traffic to one of these pages, which it really is the industry benchmark for generating low-branded leads, and so from there we end up funneling these people right into one of our advanced websites, which is a very customizable website. It's an additional source of lead capture, and they come with built-in CRMs. There's team sharing and management abilities in the back office. And one of the things that really has me excited now is we can visually display all of the listings on your real estate board on your website. So you can have thousands of visually displayed listings right on your website. So it really sets it up well for your prospects and your clients, because now they're coming back to you. You're the go-to website as far as being able to view real estate. And let's face it, I've been now doing this for years, and 80% of the people that go to a website are going there because they want to look at property, whether they be a buyer or a seller. And it's really cool is automatically prospects are set up. As soon as they fill out one of the forms from one of our several feeder sites, they automatically get set up on your branded advanced website. And they can manage their own searches. They can get new listing alerts. They can save their searches. And all of this, as I say, is done right from your website. And they're really gorgeous pages. They have these nice big header banner designs, and there's all customizable. You can see here how we have the opt-in page above the fold, and they come in very easily editable forms where you can find pictures within your marketplace. You can get custom work done if you choose, and all of this leading right back to your website makes it great for you. Now, the client, when they land, they see an image just like this. When they get inside, they get right into all of the listings on your board, the thousands of listings that are on your real estate board. And what I really like is when they see that form, they click on one of the images or the links, and bang, there's an opt-in page that comes right there. And what I like about this is in the phone number field, we're telling them to leave their phone number because it's a part of their password when they're setting up their own profile on your website, because they can get these new listing alerts, etc. So this is all part of the lead management and your understanding about how we drive traffic to your websites. That's one thing, but understanding the functionality of the websites is another. And it's really inexpensive. You know, we have people spending $5 a day all the way up to $200 a day on pay-per-click, and that's their budget. But I like to use kind of a metric approach to this because it's easy to understand the math. And in most markets, for $10 a day, you'll get 2 to 3 leads. 2 to 3 leads for $10. Now, I like, as I say, using $10 because you can scale up. If you're spending 40, do the math. So you have these leads. I understand that 50% will be crap. There'll be bad email, bad address, bad name, and if they're a bad attitude, just ditch them all, because 50% will be good. From there, what we're going to do now is talk about tag remarketing. You've got your leads coming in. Now what do you want to do when they leave your website? Well, we build a tag into your website, just a code like this. And you don't have to really know this, but it gives you a bird's eye view of what we're doing. We put this code into your websites, all of them, so that when people go to your websites and they leave, they start seeing you all over the internet. They can go to CNN, they could go to New York Times, they could go to your local paper. Really cool when you go to your local paper and you see your ad on your local paper because of banner ad marketing. So it's really cool, and they're banners just like these, and they pop up everywhere. Person goes to the classified ad sites or checks the weather or goes to YouTube, you are there. And we do this for a reason, because we want you to become very familiar inside your marketplace. And the only way to do that is to be there often. And because we understand statistically that on average, when a person fills out an internet form, within 90 days, 15% of people will make a purchase or a sale. Well, we want to be there reminding and tapping on them. And we do this 3 times a day, and we're getting thousands and thousands of views doing this. It's really quite it's amazing that you're out there. I mean, can you afford a penny to be able to have your advertising pounced all over people that you're targeting? And it's, I mean, really, these examples, they go over and over again. Like if you can take a look at the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see there where it says like $6.92 and 5,449 listings or impressions, pardon me, of a penny an impression. That's just 1 cent an impression. And here's another example, and we did this over November, December too, so you know that the numbers will be a little smaller, a little more condensed. But here, $22 and 9,300 and some odd impressions. That's really quite incredible. $20 again, 15,571 impressions. $33.88, I believe it says, 20,540 impressions. Now we have one of our more real serious players here, 107,740 banner ad impressions for $158. I mean, literally pennies this is costing for people to be able to take a part of this lead management system that we've picked up. So again, you can see pick one is going to give you a pay-per-click or a tag remarketing, and I'm gonna bill you $199 a month to manage that, and we have like tons and tons of people that are doing this with us. Or you can pick yourself up a pick two package, and you can do both of these, pay-per-click and tag remarketing, for $299 a month, which ultimately is not a lot when you think about all of the understanding and all the extras and all the stuff that comes with this style of prospecting and marketing. Now, as I say, pick one, $199. Pick two, $299. Or you can do what the majority of our people are doing, and that is the GoPro program. It's at $399 a month, but it is stacked with a lot of value. For example, as we say, you get your pay-per-click. You're going to get your tag remarketing. And then there's other online marketing we do for people who are, for example, into video. We have a strategy where you can create a 15-second video. And, well, it's pretty cool. But suffice to say that your video will be all over your competition's video, almost for free. You also get offline marketing assistance from me. I will tear apart all of your offline marketing, right down to your business card and your signs. Just take a look at the signs that you see in your marketplace today. Over 90% of them do not have a domain name on them, when it should be the largest thing on your sign. I'm going to show you all kinds of really cool tricks on how to market yourself just right from that vantage point. You're going to get unlimited websites. We're going to waive in the GoPro program the $300 website setup fee. So you're not paying that extra $300. We're going to give you the Commission Gusher and the Real Roadmap training. It's an online training program that costs $500. That's included in the GoPro. So sure, you're paying $400 a month, but there's $800 of payment right there. That would be cash payment right there. We also are going to do one-on-one recorded calls, tearing apart all of these systems that we're talking about. Because remember, it's all about systems. And the person with the most systems is going to sell the most property. The thing is you can't build them all at once. So we get you all set up on one, and then we start pounding out another. And we rip it apart. For example, the mirror mailers. We're going to show you how to target your seller's 3 highest emotional needs using value propositions and immediate gratification. Now, there's a mouthful, isn't it? But I mean, if you take a look at it, mirror mailers. We take a website and a mirror mailer flyer and match each other with one opt-in when they get there, so there's very little distraction. And I show you the strategy, the formula, the numbers, the math behind it, everything, so you understand how to drive traffic in a targeted area. And if you think about flyers in a newspaper, the targeted market that you're going after has to go to the newspaper in order for you to be able to catch their attention. So you're cutting them off at the chase with flyers. And we have a program that I show people where you can make over 80 grand on a $3,000 investment. Really cool. We're going to show you social media, classifieds, and email viral marketing strategies that you're not going to learn elsewhere because nobody else has thought of them yet. These are my little babies that I have had to go into and break my brains over the rack. I mean, I would put it to you this way. I belong to a mastermind group that cost me $25,000 American to be a part of. So you can see where my thinking is coming from. We're going to show you direct mail systems that are just killer, that get your mail open the majority of times. We're going to show you how to prospect with video right from your sign. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do this either. Within 5 to 10 minutes, I can show you stuff that will make your phone ring. It'll make your website get visited. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do. More than the phone ring, we're trying to drive people to your websites because I guess in a number, 90% seems to be the industry norm where we hear that people are going to the internet to look at listings. Well, if that be the case, then 100% of everything you do should be about driving people to your website and not trying for the phone call. The phone call is just like the icing on the cake. If you get it, be happy. You're going to get far more business by driving people to your website first and go for the phone call second. We're going to show you how to do your proper buyer-seller presentations and what order of being able to walk a person through a house even on a listing presentation, how to get a person eating out of the palm of your hand before you sit down at the kitchen table. And we're going to show you team building systems. All of the stuff that I've done in my career over 25 years, selling and then literally going into the internet world, 15 years of building websites. And by the way, when I was in the business of 25 years of selling, I wasn't a top 100 position for a major international corporation, top in my own market. And I only say that I don't really like to brag. It's not really good selling strategy, but I guess it does indicate that you are dealing with somebody who has been there and walked in your shoes. And if you are trying to elevate your career, you may as well learn from somebody who's walked in that path before you. Ultimately, we're doing the lead management, starting out with pay-per-click, and we're moving through to do tag remarketing, and then we go into all of these systems, and we do them all one at a time. I really do hope I get the opportunity to work with you, and it will be me that you're working with. It will not be anybody else but me, James Osmar. I'm not going to pass you off to somebody else. You will have my personal phone number when you need to be able to build your next system, and I hope that we do get a chance to work together.